Let's be upfront. Denuvo needs to be removed from the Stellar Blade demo. Granted, Denuvo in general needs to be removed from Stellar Blade in general. I don't want some stupid DRM software pinging some random server throughout whenever I'm playing a single player game that I own. I should not be punished by being a paying customer with severe lack in performance and just overall unnecessary software installed on my computer. And what makes it even worse is, again, Denuvo is installed in the fucking demo. The demo is free. Why do we need Denuvo in a free demo? I'll love a proper explanation why. You can't. Because there's no reason for Denuvo to be installed in this game on the first place. All Denuvo does is destroy performance. So, with that said, I'm not going to get into the technicals because I don't understand the technicals because I'm not that good of a YouTuber when it comes to that. And there are better YouTubers out there. And one video I can point to right out of the gate that everyone points to that proves that Denuvo is a pile of crap is the RE8 demo, or RE8 when it initially released. Digital Foundry did a video showing what it'll be like with the Denuvo version of RE8 and the cracked version. And would you guess it? The cracked version of RE8 ran perfectly fine. All the stuttering, all those little issues it had were gone because Denuvo was bypassed. And then eventually Capcom removed it because the pressure was so intense that they were forced to do it because all the videos were out there showing that Denuvo destroyed performance. So we need some form of campaign on to get a Denuvo removed from Stellar Blade. Because again, it's not because I don't want to pirate the game. I'm going to buy it. But again, I don't want some shitty ass pile of shit software pinging my computer. I should not be limited to the amount of computers I can install the game on every single day just because I want to test it on multiple devices I have throughout my house. Because I'm one of the very few people that have multiple computers. I'm very lucky. And I want to be able to just install Stellar Blade, or in this case right now, the demo on multiple computers I own just to see how it'll run just for the shits and giggles. So with that said, let's first start off again with my Sea of Thieves computer. For specs, this thing has an i7-11700K, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM clocked at 3200 MHz, and an RTX 3080. This is a very well built computer, perfect for Sea of Thieves, and generally perfectly good for any type of game out there generally. But I obviously have it more or less dedicated to Sea of Thieves because I have the parts laying around the house, and why not use it for that particular task? But with that said, for right now, I'm playing the Stellar Blade demo. So I currently have it hooked up to my TV. The TV I'm using is nothing special. It's a TLC from Walmart, 250 bucks, 50-inch 4K. The fact that you can buy a 50-inch 4K TV for 250 bucks now is honestly impressive. I don't need no $1,000 special TV because I have a $600 LG that's in my living room that I gave to my mother, and that $600 TV is kind of poo-poo ass. This TLC is unironically a better TV. With that said though, Stellar Blade, max settings, 4K, no AI upscaling because I don't use that type of shit because I have an 80 class card. Now if I had a 2080, maybe I'll be a little inclined to use AI upscale. But I have a 3080, which is still a very relevant card today. And yet, I'm barely getting 60 FPS. And you know why? Denuvo. I bet you once Denuvo is either removed or the game is cracked, one of the two, I'll be getting above 60, more than likely 70 on my Sea of Thieves computer playing Stellar Blade. I won't know that yet because, well, there is no crack, nor have they removed Denuvo as of the recording of this video. Hopefully they'll remove Denuvo before someone goes and cracks it. Because like I said, I'm going to buy this game, but if there's a crack release for the game, I'm going to be using it because I want to get all the performance I can out of whatever computer I use. And I also don't want to be limited to 5 installs per day. That's fucking retarded. I legally bought the game. I should be able to install it on how many devices I own as I fucking please. I should not be limited as a legally buying customer of your game. Because your shitty ass implementation of a DRM hurts the consumer and lets pirates, well, again, crack and whatnot, and lets the pirates had the full freedom because, again, Denuvo will be stripped. I hope Denuvo will be stripped properly from the devs. That way so I don't have to go and search out the crack when it eventually gets released. But unfortunately, as it currently stands right now, again, I'll be buying the game and I'll be on the lookout for the crack, and when it does come out, I'm going to be applying it because, like I said, I don't want to be limited to 50 FPS on my 3080. So with that said, this ain't the only other computer I own. This is my secondary computer. This one has an i5 12600KF, 32 gigs of, I believe, DDR4. Yeah, DDR4 clocked at 6,000 mega transfers a second. And for the GPU on the secondary, it's a 3090. So the kicker with this one is the monitor I'm using is a 1080p ultra wide. So what I'm going to do for giggles is I'm going to go internal render and I'm going to bump it to 2 times, which is going to be basically 1440p. We're going to see what it's like on there, and then once that's done, then I'm going to pull it from this little hole it's in and hook it up to my 4K TV, and we're going to see what that runs at. So I'm going to let it install first and come back. And while that installs, I'll quickly bring up my main rig. My main is an i7 12700K, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM clocked at 6,000 mega transfers per second, and a RTX 4080. Now when it comes to the screen on this one, this is a 1440p ultra wide. So when I do times on this, I don't have to connect it to my TV to get 4K. I'll be playing at 4K internal resolution when I dump it to 200%. So at least with this one, I don't have to move it and whatnot. So I'm going to let this fully install and come back. Alright, I don't know how well I can show this off, but I'm waiting for it to launch. It just did this. Why did it do this? It doesn't give me an error. It just says retry. Yeah, it is fucking Denuvo. I'll wait for the computer to reboot. Alright, so since Denuvo is truly proving how much of a piece of shit it is, so I'm going to show the computers I've installed it on. I, of course, installed it on my main. I installed it on this little laptop here just for the giggles to see how it runs. It kind of runs. I installed it on my Legion Go. It kind of runs. I recently installed it on this right here, and as you saw, it runs relatively fine. I installed it on this, and it runs relatively fine. And yet, I go to install it on this, I'm locked out. Because I can't play a demo that's fucking free because the DRM decides to just lock you out because you just downloaded it one too many times on one too many computers. Because it's a fucking demo that should be free. Man, I was getting ready to show performance. I wasn't actually going to be showing me not being able to actually launch the game or launch a demo. Again, the demo's free. You're paying nothing for the demo. And yet the demo is fucking Denuvo. And I can't install the demo onto more than 5 computers at a time? Fuck you! Fucking Denuvo is a piece of shit that needs to be removed. This is absolutely unacceptable. I should be able to put this demo onto any computer I choose And I should not have a fucking limit. This is absolutely unacceptable. Somehow it got uninstalled on my main computer. So now I need to reinstall it again. So again, I can't launch it on my main computer or my secondary. So since I now have to reinstall it onto my main, I don't think I'll be able to launch it on my main. But let's go back to my Sea of Thieves computer. So let's see. Don't connect. Play. Just do it anyways. What's the difference with the cloud saves? They're the exact same cloud save. Play the stupid game. You're not playing it. Okay, so it launches on the Sea of Thieves computer. For some reason, I had to fight Steam that time, which is annoying, but it doesn't stop me from launching the game. It goes into some cloud save error bullcrap and says I'm playing it when I'm clearly not. So with that said, it looks like the main computer is about ready to go. Alright, it is now installed again. And of course, now I'm completely locked out on my main rig. Again, this is the fucking demo. Why am I being locked out of a demo? Why is there a need for DRM in a demo? Why am I now locked out of all my computers except one to play this stupid game? Denuvo absolutely needs to be fucking removed.